Unaona screen yangu?
Yes, your
Can you
screen is
see my
visible. You
screen?
can continue.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Oh, good. Then, yeah, you can just send some reactions. Yeah, I can see them. So, okay, let's start with DXY. I'm going to start with midweek analysis. So, we'll start from Monday. And see how this week is going. So, on the weekly time frame, this was our low and this was our high, which was swept right here. And this was our overall structure right here. We can just use this right here. So this is the high and the low. You can see price mitigated something and then pushed down, swept liquidity. It failed to close below. After doing that, the liquidating thing, it failed again to close above right here. We can see we had liquidity being grabbed, and after liquidity is being grabbed, we expect retracement or kind of a dump if it's going to be respected. And you can see after this liquidity was swept right here. This was November 2025. Yeah, and we can see today's January 26th, 2026, and we can see we have liquidity sweep right here. So, Monday. This is Monday. Hatujafunga bado. So, this is how our weekly candlestick is behaving right here. We can see we have some sweep right here. So, I'll drop down to daily time frame. Yes. Now, we can see the daily time frame, Monday. This was Friday. Okay, we have Monday right here, Tuesday, and today is on Wednesday. We opened with a gap. Tunaweza ona we have gap right here. We opened with a gap and we pushed down on Monday. On that Monday, we created, they say, the candlestick ya Monday itakuonesha what Tuesday is going to do, right? So after creating this candlestick on Monday, we can see price on Tuesday came and swept below the liquidities that were created below right here, Monday's low. And after doing that, we can see we have a break right here. We have a break right here. Yes. So, let me mark this structure right here so that you can see what we are working with. This is a break of structure. Then this break, liquidated. So this is the low that was created, pushed, liquidated high. So we have a break right here. After having a break of structure, we can see we expect a retracement. This was yesterday's candle. It closed very bearish. So, and this is today's candlestick. Retracing back to fill this fair value gap that was left right here. And also we have gap right here. So dropping down to 4 hour. 4 hours on Monday, kind of a consolidation right here. This was on Monday. After opening with a gap, we had consolidation. and then dump, then retracement. So kuna kuanga na three types of the way market is building up. We have a rally, base, and a drop. So this is a consolidation, expansion, it expanded, and then retracement. So we can see this consolidated on Monday, and on Tuesday we had a dump, and then on Wednesday we can see we're having a retracement. So let me go to 15 minutes and just see. I don't want to take a lot of time because I see so this I'm going to use like this. This is on Monday. Yes. On Monday, price consolidated right here. So here. Yes. On Tuesday, we can see after the consolidation, price did what? It broke the consolidating pattern right here and went all the way expanding to the downside. It dropped. Then we can see now we are having a retracement, probably to this area right here. So that's it on DXY. I'll go to GU and see the on GU. I will not go to weekly, daily, and stuff. So I want to start with Monday right here. And we can see also, we had a consolidation right here, then price expanded, and then retraced, expanded. So on Monday, this was our POI right here on Monday. So we were expecting price to come to this POI right here and do what? And give us an entry. We can see right here, did we sweep Asian low? Yes. At 11:15, we had a micro sweep. Right here, you can see. Yes, we had a micro sweep right here. And then after having that sweep, we had a change of character right here, bearing in mind that we are in pro trend on 15 minutes. So we had a change of character right here, and then this was supposed to hold this POI right here. So, and yes, it did held. It held. We can see we had a push. What time was it? 16:30. This is New York. Exactly New York open. 16:30, ika push. So, this was on Tuesday. This is Tuesday. So we're expecting to continue the trend from this point of interest right here. Unfortunately, price did mitigate this extreme point of interest, this area right here, but it did mitigate the 50% of it. We can drag our Fibonacci. This is a Fibonacci tool. We can see where's the 0.5 level right here. This is the 0.5 level. So it may surpass that area. So we, in our minds, we know that price is supposed to mitigate any of these areas. See, lazima ikuje mitigate the extreme area. As long as we are in a pro trend. Pro trend tends to be so aggressive, very aggressive. So we mitigated this area right here. I will mark. Let me just mark this right here. You can see right here. Yes. And we can see, yes, someone is saying an FVG gap. Exactly. We have on this area right here, we have an FVG. Tuko na this FVG, tuko na this FVG, na tuko na this FVG. But then when we look on our left side, what can we see? We can see this FVG right here was not even respected. Ikakuja, ikakreatiwa, and then price disrespected it. This right here. You can see right here, let's drag our tool. And let me delete that. Yes, you can see price. This is, I don't know, Akinadim, they call it, kuna a certain name ya ICT. Whatever BPR, I don't know what that means. I'm a supply and demand trader, this BPR. Kindly say it in full, name it, right there in full so that balance price range. Yeah, balance price range right here. So, price mitigated right it on it, tapped right at 11:30. This is London session, very active. And you can see we had this low right here is an Asian low. So price, always there's resting liquidity on the highs and the lows of Asian ranges. So price, do what? Yes? You can mute your mic kindly. Thank you. So we can see price mitigated right on it. And what did it do? Ooh, we had a good rally up. Today, this was our area right here. We can take the low of it. The last candle that was printed before a rally up, this one right here. This bearish candle before a bullish run. Ati hiyo sijui mimi ni najua breaker block. Yeah, all those kinds of names. Breaker block. So this right here is the bearish candle that was printed before a bullish run. You can see the last one before we had this rally up. And this candle, it is called, is it bullish arami? No, not really. It's not a bullish arami. So, but on the 30 minutes, you can see what that candle is actually. Sure. You see this last candle here? It engulfed all these. One, two. Kindly mute your mic. Who is that?
Oh, hiyo ni simu unakoliwa. Nilifikiria ni PTU ndio nimeshanga. Na PTU
Clear. Mute your mic. Kindly. Thank you. So, we can see right here, this is known engulfing candlestick. Not, sorry, it's known as bullish harami. Bullish harami. Ni kama madhe mwenye ako na ball, so carry these babies. This 1 and 2, 3, 4, 3 babies. Engulf. So naona nini yake, please mute your mic. Okay, so this candlestick here is the last candlestick that formed before this rally up. It's called a bullish harami. So this is where we were waiting for price to mitigate this area, and then we get some buys to this area right here. And bearing in mind that we have FOMC, at 10 p.m., we can see this liquidity being created. Price is retracing back in a corrective manner right here. So these are just traps for sellers. I don't know how this news is going to turn out. Is it going to be positive or negative? I don't know. I'm not a fundamental person. I'm a technical analyst person. So we can drop to EU and see what we had on Monday. So we had this demand zone right here. Price came, failed to do what? To mitigate this demand zone right here. It totally failed. But we can see, let's see on, yes, it just mitigated something like, is an imbalance. It's an imbalance right here. Oh, can see we didn't mitigate it. It mitigated an imbalance. Internal price action was bearish. These supply zones were holding. Then we had a liquidity sweep at around 16:00. This is 4 p.m. Kenyan time, Nairobi. So we had a liquidity sweep at New York. Then we had a rally up. Price failed to break this high right here. It just swept. It swept liquidity above right here. After sweeping that liquidity, we had no trade on this Monday. So on Tuesday, we can see the way price was pulling down. It was pulling down in a corrective manner, creating liquidities right here. So when price is pulling down corrective, this is inducing sellers. It's inducing sellers, and then we can see price came to this point right here. This was our all POI. This was a range right here. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks on 30 minutes. I guess it's just one candlestick. On 30 minutes, it's one candlestick. We had this kind of an indecision candle right here. I don't know if you can see this one. We had a huge candle, then an indecision, a small one, and then a huge one. On 5 minutes, it's a fractal structure. So liquidity is resting below this area. So why did price react from this zone? We had orders right here. We had orders right here, and maybe some people placed an SL right here, a sell stop. So after price used that inducement, so this indecision candlestick became an inducement. And of course, on the 30 minutes, we can see it's a good POI. On the 30 minutes, 1 hour. Let me use 1 hour. Yes, on the 1 hour, we can see this is a whole candlestick. It's on. It's one candlestick. Price mitigated on it at exactly 10 11:30 London session, 11:30, and we can see we had a rally up. There were no chance even that you could get in right here. So price went all the way up. We had old highs right here that price went and surpassed it, because every high there's resting liquidity. I hope you understand that. So looking at the way these prices are retracing back, we can see it's retracing in a corrective manner. Corrective manner. This is inducement of sellers. There's a lot of orders right here. There's a lot of orders. So this it's kind of trend line, I can say. Is it? Yeah. So price is going to sweep all this just once. And on the weekly time frame, I want us to see this. On the weekly time frame, we have a POI right here. You can see this candle right here. We have a POI right here that hasn't yet been mitigated. So this POI, I'm looking forward for price to mitigate this area right here. Considering the fact that we are really retracing back from that point in a corrective manner, I'm expecting this high to be swept. Going on to gold. Gold. On Monday, gold took all-time highs. You can see gold is in a bullish direction. So if you are selling gold, you might be a trap. So right here on this was on Monday. Yes, on Monday we had Asian low right here, and below this low we have this POI right here. This POI right here, and price did what? Price came mitigated it at around 12 a.m. in the morning, wakati melala. So price came and mitigated this area right here. After mitigating it, when was this? Okay, sorry, let me just go to this area right here. So this was the high that was printed. After that, it broke structure right here. So we were looking to buy this market from this zone right here. And Benji alituma setup kwa group. Some of us took it, some of us didn't took the trade. Don't feel bad. So we had an LC1, liquidity entry model. Some of you are asking yourself that what is this LC1? It is a liquidity type of entry model where this fractal law is being used as an inducement. That time, oh yeah, sorry, you got liquidated. So we had an inducement right here. So we were expecting price to respect this area right here because it is the last candle here that was formed before it printed this high right here and broke this structure right here. And plus we had an inducement. So this area was a valid point of interest. It was a valid point of interest. So, for those who took this trade, well, unfortunately, price never came to this zone right here. It just came to this area right here. After then, it went and dumped all the way to this area right here, this point of interest. After that, we can see on Tuesday, Oh, I forgot to mention this POI was mitigated at 16:30. You can see time and price matters a lot. Time and price matters a lot. Keep that in mind. This structure was formed bearing in mind that we cannot be selling while we are in bullish direction on gold. So obviously, this was all liquidity that was being created, inducements, I can say. These sellers were being induced right here for this market to come and take out. So after that, on Tuesday, we woke up, we analyzed the market, and we saw that this area can hold the market to take this high, or if not this area right here, then this area is going to hold. We had a nice structure right here. This is also a liquidity. This is inducement. So this inducement, we had a 5-minute POI right here. We had a 5-minute POI right here. Let me just go to that 5 minutes. Yes, you can see. The 3 minutes is kind of a very visible. 1 minute. Yeah, whatever. Guess it's 1 minute that is visible. Yes, found it. Yes, on the 1 minute you can see we had unmitigated POI right here. And above it, we have unmitigated POI also. So obviously it's going to be used as inducement. So that's it. Unfortunately, price didn't respect it. It's liquidated. Wenye walikuwa place a sell hapa wakakuwa liquidated out, and price used this liquidity as an engine to run this price all the way to these highs right here. It really went non-stop. So we were left out. And today we were looking at this point right here. We can see right here, price came mitigated it at around 14. This is 2 p.m. Mitigated it at 2 p.m. gave us a change of character right here. This is a change of character at 16:15. So most people would look for buys from these quote good buys. That's nice from this area right here. If you are a conservative person, for those yes, who is that talking? Do you have any questions? That Manasseh.
Just continue. Just continue.
Okay. So conservative people took the buy from this zone right here. Let's say this week right here. Unfortunately, wicked out, and price is going all the way. And for those who took risk entries from this area right here, I guess they are now closing their their trades. GU, the last pair that I'm going to present is GJ, sorry. GJ. So, GJ. GJ is bearish. It's bullish. At the moment, GJ is bullish. Yeah, GJ is bullish because this low right here has not been done what? It has not closed below this low right here. We can see we just have wicks. It has been wicked, the area. So we having this liquidities build up right on top of this candle right here. This was Monday candle right here, and also Tuesday candle. So we have already liquidated the highs of this. So you might be wondering, what is GJ doing? GJ is retracing back to this zone right here. We also have a gap right here that was opened on Monday. Yes. Today's candle confirmation entry at a daily FVG. I really don't understand what you're saying. So on the 4-hour, we've shifted bearish. We have this POIs right here to mitigate, that has to be mitigated. And also on the daily time frame, it is visible enough. So I'll just go to 15 minutes. And start from Mondays. This was on Monday, yeah? On Monday, we had this structure right here. This was the high, and it created a low right here. So nothing was going on Monday. So this was on Tuesday. This was our POI, where we were looking to sell price from this area right here. If only we had a confirmation entry, right? To know that this point of interest is going to hold. And yes, it gave us a confirmation entry at around that 12:45. But this was so aggressive. Even if it gave you a confirmation entry at around, what is this? 12:30, you could have only gotten in at around this area. And if that's so, that is so, aingekuta again. So it was so aggressive. Those who took sales like Akina Dean from this area right here to this, they were lucky. So coming today, we say that this price mitigated this right here, this area. But this the sellers were not that committed to taking this low right here. It was not that strong. So we left orders right here. This is liquidity being generated up here. And also the way this price was dropping down, it dropped down very, very vigorously. And then the way it was retracing, you can see very corrective, building up liquidities. So we have a lot of liquidity right here. And this area right here, we have a gap that we must fill. This is Monday's high. We have liquidities right here. So coming today, Benji also mentioned that this area might hold, and it actually did. You can see price has closed above this area and this area right here. So that's it for GJ. Any questions? Any questions? Dean, are okay? Anyone? with some questions before we wrap up and go to something else?
As they are looking for questions, we can go to the next thing. Then before the session ends, you can check on the comment section. Please, if you have any question, use the comment section to ask your questions. Then feel free. Even if you feel it's a very stupid question, and kama wewe ni beginner, please uliza, because this is a chance we're giving you to ask us as your mentors, as your tutors on the next thing or anything that you're having. So please feel free to ask those questions. So Ivy, we can go to the next thing. A bit of psychology kidogo, because I'm supposed to invite a friend to come in. So probably 15 minutes at most by 9:45.
Sure. So, we are moving on to the next thing. That is psychology. Psychology. Gold mmesema aje FOMC. So, psychology. I have something for you right here. I have something for you right here. What is the blood of the game? What is the blood of the game? Capital is the blood of the game. This is all about capital. If you don't have capital, actually, you cannot engage in anything in the market. It doesn't matter if you have a plus setup. You'll just watch it without doing anything. So, capital is the blood of the game, emphasizing that cash flow and capital are essential to survive and grow, and growth of any enterprise. This is a self-explanatory thing, whereby you just know at the back of your mind, if you don't have that capital, you cannot trade the markets. Maybe you lost your capital with the previous trade that you took because of chasing trades and making bad decisions, which led to you losing your capital. You have to manage it, bearing in mind that tomorrow we have another trade and it's going to present itself. Hata kama itachukua like 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, just wait for it, because the markets are here. They are not going anywhere. The lifeblood analogy: just as blood circulates through the human body to supply oxygen, capital circulates within a business to fuel daily operation and sustain growth. Operation necessity: without sufficient cash, even promising ventures can fail. Example, you have an A+ setup. You can't pull the trigger because you don't have the blood to put in. It is required for purchasing, funding, and day-to-day operation. Explained. Key driver of growth. Capital is not just for survival, it's the engine for expansion, allowing firms to invest in new opportunities and innovate, and allowing traders to buy and sell. Of course, you cannot buy and sell if you don't have something to exchange with that A+ setup. Management is key. Know what you are risking. If it's $50, just risk that $50 consistently and manage it. Put an SL. I know I am violating some people here who don't use SL, but this, you have to use SL because you are a beginner or you haven't until you become that professional person who knows what they are doing, because mtu anaweza kwambia usitumie sell. You have $100 in your account and you place a trade and then it goes against you. So you're going to lose that $100, trying to get $50, maybe $30. Your TP is at 30 and you have account size of $100, meaning that is 1.3. Maybe you're risking 1 to 3. But now you don't put a sell because someone said to you, don't put a sell. Why? They have not told you that for them not using an SL, they are just funding their account what they are able to lose. If it's $30, they are funding that $30 and placing a trade. If that 30 goes, then it's fine. They just funded that 30 and the rest is in somewhere in their account, but not in the trading where you are placing your trade. So that is management. Use an SL. Risk management is key to prevent losing all your cash and you then lack that blood. I want to talk about fear and greed. Fear and greed, it's something that most of us have encountered. You fear getting into a trade because yesterday you lost a trade. And this trade that you are fearing to get in, you watch it and you see it's going to your direction. And then instead of it's called hindsight bias. Hindsight bias. You are saying I could have done this, I did whatever. Unapata that aja kuingia trade wakati the trade has already moved. You get in rational without even planning yourself. This is caused due to fear. This imekosiwa na fear. You see? And then you get in. After getting in the trade, that is chasing the market. You are chasing the market. Unfortunately, the price goes against your direction. You lose that money. That is when expo price is just retracing. You lose the money because you are trying to chase the market. And then you see again it's going to your direction. You add another position. You add another position with a larger with a large what do we call this?
Lot size.
Lot size, yeah. You use a bigger lot size than the one you used in previous time when you were placing the trade. It goes against your direction. You lose your account. This was all due to fear. Fear has caused greed. It has manifested greed. It has manifested chasing trades. And a lot more that if you sit down and look at it, you'll just avoid it. Trade is about balancing fear and greed. Just balance your fear and greed. Set your rules. Rules is going to help you in this game. You don't have to trade using emotions. This whole fear and greed is due to emotions. This is emotions that you are using it in trading. Rules is going to cut all this crap and you're going to stick on those rules. If it's trading 2 sessions a day or even 1 session a day and you reach your target, Example, you're targeting 1 to 3. Then you reach your target. Your rules is saying that you're supposed to exit, close that laptop, and no engaging in trading again until tomorrow. You see, utakuwa umejisave that emotion triangle of getting in, chasing the markets and stuff, trying to get another position just because you want to be greedy and extract a lot from the markets. Rules is going to set you free from that. This greed is causing over trading. You all know that. Revenge trading is generally how can I state this? Underpin it. Like revenge trading, you will revenge until you just lose that account. That is for sure. I've been there and I have lost lots of accounts. I'm speaking from a point of fact that is not a joke. So, I want to finalize this by saying this. Set your rules. Have that strict rules that you will follow so that it can save you from these all crappy things. First, you identify what is the problem of this. What is causing it? Is it lack of capital? Is it that you are so impatient? You cannot even wait for a trade to hit your TP or even to hit your SL. You are just closing it before it hits your SL. And the funny thing is you're going to close it before it hits your SL, and that trade is going to go into a direction and hit your TP. Wow, unfortunate truth. Identify what is the main cause of the problem. Why does the problem exist? Why does the problem exist? What's the correction? What logic confirms the correction? So that's all that I have for today for psychology class and your midweek analysis. I hope someone is getting something and I have helped someone. Try setting your rules and you'll see just for a week and then come and see the difference. For a week and then come and see the difference. We are almost there. Just lock in. Any questions? Or Benji, you have something to add on it?
Well, what can I add? And you have just said it in the best way possible. You know, it's self-explanatory. So psychology, it's 80% of whatever we trade, and 20% is strategy. All right. So from what you have said with the capital and the blood of the game, it's actually the right thing that we're supposed to do. So asante sana Ivy, I don't want to add anything whatsoever. I'm just checking on FOMC. We are a few minutes from it. Sijui watu wanataka kusell ama kubuy gold today. So I want to take a couple of questions. Najua kuna watu tuko na maswali. You can decide to do two things. One is either to type in. Can we do
Yeah, you
this
can just
midweek
type in.
often? Yeah, can we do this midweek often tycoon? Yes, we'll be having them back to back, and they are recorded. So if you miss out on a particular Wednesday, tutakuwa tuko na recording. It will be shared in our library, YouTube library. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Benji. And for sure, even even though you are good at technical analysis and you are not good at psychology, that thing is going to mess you up. Big time, it's going to mess you up. Is Sean around? Sean, are you here? Grishon? Okay. Question, please. Questions. You can type or just unmute your mic to ask. Gold mmesemaje FOMC? Can we do this? Yes, we're going to do this midweek quite often. You're buying gold, eh? Grishon, you can talk about psychology a bit. Add on it as you're waiting for this just 5 minutes before I invite Brent, if you are ready for it. Brent, are you in? Oh, thank you, Grishon. Five minutes, Sean. Your mic is not even audible. We can't hear you.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Yes. 5 minutes, and then we invite Brent to talk about the fundamentals. You're having FOMC. Some few minutes. Yes, we can hear you, Grishon. You can continue.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ivy, for the opportunity. I have 5 minutes, so I just want to add on something that I have been doing on my own that has helped me on my psychology. One thing is understanding how your mind operates. Number one, if you're not able to have clear rules and guidelines on how you're going to take your definitely you're going to lose. Number two, what gives me an edge is having done enough R&D. As a beginner, I didn't know where to start. And by R&D, by the way, I mean research and development. Research, you see it like homework. So if you haven't done enough homework, definitely you're going to fail an exam. So make sure you do your back testing good enough. Someone once challenged me and told me that if you haven't used 1,000 hours to perfect any skill, you're not going to have a very good skill, and you're not going to perform to the optimum level. So for you to be equal to the task, you must have spent 1,000 hours perfecting your own craft. Also, as you do your R&D, we don't only rely on just back testing. Forward testing is also very important to see how price plays out. Yeah, I think that's all I will add for now, Ivy.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Thank you, Grishon, so much. And I can just say that I hope we've learned. And let me add a bit one second before ifike 40. So personally, for me to understand my age and implement what I've learned. I use 6 months locking in without no social media and stuff, just me and what I had gone through this SMC to just know and internalize and implement it on live markets and just learning and polishing on it for good 6 months just to understand it. Na sijesema nilianza hiyo 6 months. I've done this for some quite few years. So don't think trading is a get rich scheme because it is not. It is not. So I would love to invite Brent to come and talk about fundamentals because you're having FOMC. We have like 20 minutes to FOMC. Brent. Brent. Meanwhile, while Brent is preparing to come, can we have some questions? Some questions, please.
Nimeona ameunmute mic. Atabu muulize kama ako he can talk. Brent.
Oh, yeah, Brent.
Mnanisikia?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, very audible.
Oh, okay. So,
Never in his wildest dreams did he think that the woman he referred to as the love of his life, his better half, would turn to be the source of anguish. The beautiful story of this family was rewritten on Monday morning when Lynette Munan.
my screen inaonekana?
Yeah, iko visible.
Oh, okay. So for FOMC, this is my view on it. Tukiangalia the Feds wamekuwa wakicut the rates for some times, I think from September. And as umekuwa ukiangalia what Trump is doing again, unapata mostly ina affect the metals na stocks. So tumeangalia like from let's start with September, this last year. Rates walicut to from 4.5 to 4.2. Then on October, we had 4.25 to 4. So for December, we had to 3.75. So I'm still expecting, okay, for me, according to me, I'm still expecting the Fed endelee alt na the interest rate. And as we all know, and it was the guy, Uncle Paul's, time yake iko almost kuisha. So for today, we have a gold. We have some zones zenye we are monitoring. I had this zone which was tapped into. So if we have a negative data on that will affect the USD, because ukiangalia the DXY imekuwa it has really been dropping. And then inaanza pick size. Angalia the DXY imekuwa ikidrop sana. We still have some gaps huku juu. Yeah. So DXY imekuwa ikidrop. So what do you expect? Mostly when DXY ina drop, unapata gold ina push higher. So for gold, I'll just do about gold. Uh-huh. For gold, we have this zone here. Gold imekuwa ikiacha magaps ikipush to up, creates all-time highs for like how many days? On this time here, like it has really been rallying up. You see, it has been really rallying up. So what I'm expecting gold to come down depending na the news itatokea and whatever the Fed watasema kwa hiyo minutes that is around 10:30. So I'm expecting gold can retest this area again. Then we push higher to form another high. High of which it may tap exactly at our psychological zone, which is 53.25. It may tap now. I expected it to fike hapa at this time, though I missed this entry with some few pips. So I'm expecting it to come retrace to this area. If it doesn't hold here, we can come to this zone here, 51.76. Then we keep pushing higher. For now, gold sells, you trade with cautious. So I expect gold could it up to this area, then we push higher. This zone open, then we push higher. Or if it doesn't hold that area, we come to this zone huku chini. Remember, if gold iko high, iko kwa the all-time high, you only use unatumia, itakuwa easier for you to use the psychological levels. No. If you see how it works in the psychological zones, like here, there was a rejection hii area yote hapa hivi, that is around 52.50. Na ukiangalia ndio gold imekuja at 53.25, still ime reject. So we expect a break in this zone hapa, kwa hii area hapa. If it breaks above, we keep going up. If it breaks below, we'll come to this area, then we go up. So for me, FOMC, I'm looking for a drop, then buys. Yeah, I think that is it for me for gold. Benji, you can add on gold.
Well, I want to ask people a question and I want them to reply to me. Nataka kuuliza swali moja. What are you guys thinking? Before I tell you what I'm thinking, because tonight FOMC are not cutting rates or no rate hikes, so they're supposed to maintain their numbers, and the numbers is at 3.75 or what are the numbers? 3.75, right?
3.75.
Yeah, and we're having around 92% rate cuts are going to be maintained. So if they're going to be maintained, what are you guys thinking? Do we drop with gold? Because we are trading gold. Hakuna pengine sahi we can trade, or are we trading, or are we buying gold tonight? Okay, you can check how the market is from Brent's chart. There's that high that was created at around on Wednesday 11:30. It has already been taken out by this high. The market has hit 53.25 psychological zone, and it has decided to drop. In the morning, I was actually basing my analysis on one thing, and I want to see it today. Okay, so what are you guys thinking before I share my thoughts? Are we selling gold or are we buying gold? And please, this is not a financial advice. Anything that I say can't be used in a court of law. So if you lose your funds, just be aware that I didn't mention that we are buying or we are selling gold. This is fundamental analysis. Anything can happen, and you know how it goes, eh? So you know how it goes. We expecting one thing. Okay, or are we expecting hikes? I mean, not hikes, are we expecting spikes today? So please type in. We are around 2024. Please type in. Tell me, what are you guys thinking on FOMC? They're maintaining rate cuts. So what does it do for the dollar? I mean, for the dollar, and also if the dollar is affected, how does it affect gold? So please comment in. I see your comments. Nico online. I'm checking your comments. Yeah. First comments. Taking liquidity from the upside. Now I think we sell. That's Dean. Thank you, Dean. First minutes dump, then rally to all-time highs. Okay. Ome Tandra Teds. Thank you so much for that. Anyone else? We're having only two. And actually the two drop them up. Or okay. Ivy, what do you think? You're also part of the people who are asking questions.
Okay.
Victoria. Where is Victoria?
Mhm.
Okay, okay, yes. Please type in. Who
I
else is
think
here?
it's a
Sam?
drop.
You think it's a?
It's a drop, and then buys now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sam. Gabriel pia uko hapa. You don't want to type in? Claire, David, Grace, wacha nikuache leo for today. Thank you. Gravin, Grishon, Helen, Jenny, Kerubo, Lenovo, Manasse, Maureen, Mama Bear pia, Mr. Koski, Mwai, Scofi, Simon Omari, Tycoon, Mwanzo Tycoon tupe analysis hapo. Vivo, mtu ambaye anatumia Vivo. And please change your names on Zoom so that we can know. Aya, tukuja hapa, nimeona nini ya Manase. Where do we go on this? Yes, thank you. Simon Omari says drop to 52.30. 52.30. Okay. Really interesting. Do we the law that was created? Okay, that's good. 52.30. Why 52.30 and not 52.25? Tell us why, Simon. Then Manasseh says my tech gold haikai kureact leo. I prepare both buy side and sell side to launch from more targets. Okay. Vivo, dollar will be strong, more sales on gold. So majorly we are 90% selling gold. I'm also selling gold. Nice. I want to sell gold, but but I want to hold on more buys because I'm seeing gold going all the way to 6,000. There's a possibility, and the two zones Brent Amituma, they're actually likely to see. Okay, we are waiting the Fed rate decision. Okay, in a few. Gabriel says with the London highs taken, okay, price should drop, at least take London lows, then rally up again. Very good. It's in line also with Gabriel's tech is also in line with Simon Omari, drop to 52.30, then buys. Okay, also in line with Ometanda trades. Okay, Dean also taken liquidity from the asset, and I think we're going to sell. Yeah, this is beautiful. We having the same thought, but sasa watu wa overbought and oversold. Hiyo ni RSI. RSI inatuambia aje? Watu ambao wanatumianga RSI. Okay, are we on the overbought prices? That's one. Two, for us as ICT and SMC traders, liquidity taken, and that liquidity was Wednesday 11:30. That was a London high taken out by this candle that has been formed at 21:15. Actually, this time is a New York PM time, so imekuwa taken out, and we know what after that what it does. You have to take out the low that was created of the day, which was at but now the problem is London low was taken out also. So I don't know. So liquidity has been taken out by both buy side and sell side. So I really don't know, but let's wait and see. But I really love to see gold moving down. It's so sad that we are not in the buys. Okay, I was shocked today. Kuna account I usually manage. Niliweka 2 buys. Okay, nikaweka sell, then I didn't check on, I didn't put a TP. Nimekuja kuangalia, I am floating on a 2.2k profits with a 0.1, which is very beautiful, and that is good. So if you can see a drop that can go all the way down to 51.75, that's really good. That will be a liquidation kind of a candle, just 1 hour candle that can come all the way down, or it can decide to take the London lows, okay, and then push up. So those are the things that we are yet to see. So 4 minutes remaining. I'll be putting weight more on sells, then we rally up to all-time highs. So watu wangu wa buys, tunabaia wapi? Watu wangu wa buys, okay, buys, kuna mmoja amesema 53.30. I want to hear your views, because now this is fundamental analysis. No one knows, okay, unless uko na, unless sasa wewe kama ni market maker. Kama wewe ni market maker, that's going to be very simple. Tell me on the comment section. Brent, over to you. Brent, over to you. Brent, over to you. Brent ameamua kupotea tena. Brent, please unmute your mic. Okay, as I read through, Simon Omari says, it is wise to wait for 30 minutes after the news, so as we get set up. That's always my take. That's good. Okay. Usually trade after the dust settles. Ivy says 51.51 buys. 51.51. That's a good 51.51. Let me see, where is 51.51. Why 51.51? So you say 51.50. Brent, over to you. Naona una sasa, at least umerudi. Over to you. You can unmute your mic sasa, and tell me what you think also as you continue. Because Ivy, she's done with her parts. Now it's back to you. We are having only how many? 2 minutes remaining. 50p ni sawa. Okay, that's good. So we're now waiting.
Waiting in silence.
You want me to share my screen? Okay. Manasseh says, I see gold taking the lows, then maybe stall, going up. I don't think, maybe upcoming days. Okay, thank you, Manasseh. Mr. Koski, anticipating a continued buy after the FOMC. At what time? At 10:30. FOMC ni noma. It's dangerous. And we should be having, we are going to be having this kind of sessions. Tukikuwa na CPI, tukikuwa na FOMC, tukikuwa na NFP, we're going to be trading live together. I want us to have that culture ya trade fundamentals, and you guys know and be aware of whatever is happening in the market. So how many minutes? 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Let's see what will happen on gold. Seems no reaction, but let's still wait. Let's still wait. Brent, we are seeing your screen. We are 27 members. After consideration, let me sit out this one. I'm a bear. Thank you. FOMC ni moto, trade with caution. Okay. Watu wa Asian session, tunaamka saa ngapi usiku? Because kuna watu wata avoid hii FOMC. Now I'm seeing it starting to buy.
Going to buy.
2:30 AM. Now ni risky. Okay, so tunaamka 2:30 sawa. Sijaona comment ya watu fulani hapa. I'll say pound. Okay.
Hakuna reaction, but we wait for
No major reaction.
Yeah, we wait for another 30 minutes. Because we maintain the nini.
The rates, yeah? The dollar is pumping. Yes, this is what we wanted to see. The dollar pumping. Okay, so my take is simple. Whenever the market whenever the market receives the same kind of anticipation of how the forecast was, definitely that's a positive. It's usually taken by the market as a positive thing. Okay, so forecast ikikuwa the same as actual, ama actually ikikuwa the same as forecast, so there's no increase or no decrease, it is usually taken by the market as a positive thing. So the dollar is currently pumping, and that's why we are seeing is a possibility where where gold can actually dump. So that's why we are still waiting for the dumps to happen. Okay, so I've also decided to sit down. I've decided to sit back also. I'll be also with Mama Bear, but but the sales are happening, so tulikuwa sawa. So the sales are happening, tulikuwa sawa. I'm yet to see the sales happening quite well. I don't have much, so this FOMC, what we're going to be waiting for is simple. At 10:30, the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, will come in, and he will be asked some few questions by panelists, and that's where the real thing will be happening, Sasa. Okay, that's where the real thing will be happening, and it's going to be very interesting to hear his sentiments. I'm so sure itakuwa nauliza maswali mingi sana, and those questions are going to be very important. He will give us a guideline on how or what to do sasa, so that we can be able to know, are we expecting the dollar to keep on dumping, okay, because of Trump's remarks, or are we going to be expecting the dollar to pump, okay, the entire week? So it's ideally important we hear what he's going to say from 10:30. So we're not going to be here till 10:30. There's a YouTube site that is called Bloomberg TV. You can go there and watch him live. Our uncle Jerome Powell, unfortunately, is going to be exiting his seat soon, probably in Q3 Apple. I tend to believe so, or Q2. And we're going to be having another uncle coming in, okay? And this uncle is going to guide us on the next things, but I hope he's going to be also volatile just like Jerome Powell pia venye amekuwa, na wasipigane sana na Trump. So back to you Owino, Brent, and also back to you our co-host of the day, Ivy. Okay, back to you guys, but I want to give it back to Brent first. Alafu Brent ape mic to Ivy, then we close the session. Nothing much is happening in the market. So this is one of those FOMCs that is very slow, very easy. So kazi yetu ni kuamka asubuhi. Probably you can trade the Asian session, avoid London, then get back to New York session. Then we close the day. Tomorrow is on a Thursday. It's going to be an easy day. Okay, so Brent, 3%.
Yeah, so tumeangalia tumeona the results zimekuza imebaki the same. So what we're waiting for is hizo questions zenye Powell anaenda kuulizwa. For that we can see some impact kwa market, and always in any minutes avoid kutrade zenye wanaongea because the market might be inaweza kuwa crazy, but the zones that for me I'm waiting for this zone down here, then we push higher. Or unajua saizi unaamka asubuhi unapata gold ishaenda, so mostly don't chase the market, just wait for a good setup that it favors your strategy. So for now I'm still waiting for this zone upper at 52.75. Let's see how it reacts from there. If it will drop down to 52.50, then I can see what to do from there. I can take buys from here or here. Yeah, so I think that is it for me. Ivy, back to you.
Thank you, Brent. I think you've learned something. On the fundamental analysis, you see, they are not trading when they are being asked questions, when Jerome Powell. So you wait first. Don't rush in, because we can have that spikes. And for those who trade the news, personally, I don't trade news. So for Brent and trading in news, Benji, and the rest of the mentors. So thank you so much, Brent, for your presence. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, Gresham, also. You've shared your thoughts. You poured us the knowledge, and we appreciate so much. So, someone was requesting that we should have this mid-week analysis more oftenly. I guess we are considering that we are going to have it. We are going to have it actually every Wednesday. We are going to discuss on the time that we are going to be having, where the time that everybody is comfortable with it. So that's it for today. You can see that the market is not having that reaction that we expected for it to pump so much or dump. But let's give it time. We're going to see maybe even Asian session wakati ita open, we can see some crazy moves. Yeah, so and much more, not only this midweek analysis for sure. Yes, Dean, we're going to be having more oftenly. So get prepared to avail yourself every Wednesday. We are also going to be having these psychological classes because everybody is struggling with it. You can never do away with it completely kabisa, but you can you see, these are traders, they mastered it. They use it as an advantage part of it. Like they use it as I can say when something is bothering you, you don't quit that thing. You try and find a way to improve on that thing, using that thing to improve yourself on it. So whatever tumefunzwa leo, let's implement it. Let's implement it, and then we can see some changes actually, because I believe everything that we put focus on, finally at the end of it all, it's going to yield some results. Everything that you focus on it, action is very important. Action. So just be disciplined. Don't be rational. Don't be irrational to making decisions. Take time. Breathe in, breathe out. Ask yourself why. Then you can continue if it's in your plan. So I think I am done. So let me just read if I have any questions on your comment sections. How much more? Not only the okay, yeah. Next time talk about prop firms. Yeah, we are going to talk about prop firms. We can even invite people who we see on the social media who are doing so much so good, so well in prop firms. So that's it. Thank you for your time. We appreciate. And next time we are going to be here.
Ciao. Thank you so much. We may leave the session. Asanteni sana. Be
Yeah.
blessed, guys.
Okay. Be blessed.